The Canadian dream? Or is it? We've all heard it. Buy a house. It's the Canadian dream, a sign of success, stability, and a cornerstone of the ideal life. A place to call your own, raise a family, and watch your equity grow. It's a dream that's been passed down for generations, a promise of prosperity and a brighter future. But let's be real, folks. Times are changing. The housing market isn't what it used to be. The cost of living has gone way up, and owning a home is becoming harder for many. What made sense for our parents, or even our older siblings, might not be true for everyone today. The traditional path of buying a home, settling down, and living happily ever after is being questioned. Is buying a house still the right move? Or could it be a mistake? With rising property prices, big mortgages, and the cost of upkeep, the dream can quickly become a financial burden. Let's take a closer look and see if we can clear up some misunderstandings and be real about renting versus owning in today's world. Renting offers flexibility, less financial stress, and the freedom to move without the hassle of selling. Because in the end, you deserve a place that makes you feel happy and secure, whether you own it or not. It's about finding a home that fits your lifestyle and budget. And that's the real dream, isn't it? A place where you can make memories, feel safe, and live comfortably. Whether it's a rented apartment or a house you own, the heart of the Canadian dream is about finding your own happiness and security. So, let's redefine the Canadian dream. It's not just about owning property, it's about feeling happy and content in whatever space you call home. Whether you're renting or buying, the goal is to create a comfortable place that reflects who you are and supports your well-being. The Canadian dream is evolving, and it's time we embrace a broader view of what it means to truly live the dream. So, let's celebrate the different ways people live and recognize that the dream is not the same for everyone. It's about finding your own path and making a home that brings you joy, no matter what it looks like. Because ultimately, the Canadian dream is about more than just a house. It's about building a life that makes you happy, secure, and fulfilled. And that, my friends, is the true meaning of the dream. All right, let's talk money. When it comes to buying a house, there's a lot more to think about than just the price. Sure, the mortgage payment is important, but it's not the whole picture. Because with houses, it's not just about the mortgage payment. You have to think about the financial commitment you're making over a long period. It's a big investment, and there are many hidden costs that can surprise you if you're not careful. There's a lot more going on than you might realize. That charming old house might have personality, but it could also have a lot of problems. From issues with the structure to outdated systems, the list of potential repairs can be long and pricey. Property taxes, insurance, maintenance, repairs. These are all ongoing costs that you need to plan for. Property taxes can be very different depending on where you live, and they can go up over time. Home insurance is important, but it can also be expensive, especially if you live in an area where natural disasters are more common. Suddenly, that charming fixer-upper feels a lot less charming when the roof starts leaking. Roof repairs can be really expensive, and that's just one example. There are many other potential problems that can come up, from plumbing to electrical issues. And don't even get me started on unexpected expenses. A burst pipe? A broken appliance? These things always seem to happen at the worst time, and they can quickly use up your savings if you're not prepared. There goes your savings. It's important to have an emergency fund for these surprise expenses, but even then, it can be stressful to deal with the financial burden. Renting, on the other hand, often covers many of these costs in one simple monthly payment. When you rent, your landlord is usually responsible for maintenance and repairs, which can save you a lot of money and stress. And that, my friends, can be a wonderful thing for your peace of mind and your bank account. Renting can provide a level of financial stability and predictability that homeownership can't always offer. So before you jump into buying a home, make sure you think about all the costs and weigh the pros and cons carefully. Life is full of surprises, right? One minute you're settled in your comfy apartment, and the next, you're faced with an unexpected change. And sometimes those surprises involve a new job across the country, a chance to start fresh in a new city, or even a different country. Or maybe it's a sudden urge to travel the world, to experience new cultures, and to see places you've only dreamed of. Or maybe you've realized that the small apartment you thought you could handle is actually driving you crazy. The walls feel like they're closing in, and you need more space. That's where renting really shines. It offers a level of flexibility that owning just can't match. You can adapt to life's changes without being tied down. Renting offers the freedom to move when you need to find a place that suits your current lifestyle, and to explore different neighborhoods or even different cities. Want to move? Give your landlord notice and you're good to go. No long processes, no waiting for your house to sell. No need to worry about selling your house quickly or finding new renters. Renting takes away the stress and hassle of homeownership. Renting lets you embrace change and adventure without the burden of homeownership. You can pack up and go wherever life takes you, knowing you can always find a new place to call home. Whether it's trying a new hobby, meeting new friends, or just enjoying a change of scenery, renting gives you the flexibility to live life on your own terms. So, if you're someone who loves new experiences and the freedom to move, renting might just be the perfect option for you. Embrace the flexibility, enjoy the adventure, and make the most of every opportunity that comes your way. Welcome to the Renter's Anthem. Let's be honest, today's younger generation isn't always interested in long-term commitments. And who can blame them? The world is changing faster than ever, and the idea of being stuck in one place for decades might not be appealing to everyone. Renting allows for exploration and trying new things. It's like trying on different lifestyles before you choose one. Plus, who wants to be mowing the lawn and fixing leaky faucets when you could be out there living your best life? I know I don't. Section 5. The sky-high price of bricks and mortar. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The cost of real estate. In many parts of the country, housing prices have become outrageously expensive. It's enough to make even the most determined homebuyer very nervous. For younger generations dealing with student loan debt and a tough job market, saving up for a down payment can feel impossible. And even if you can find the money, the monthly mortgage payments can be a huge expense. Section 6. Hidden costs and unexpected surprises. Owning can be tricky. Owning a home isn't always perfect, folks. Behind those charming shutters and well-kept lawns, there could be a lot of potential problems. Remember those hidden costs we talked about? Property taxes, insurance payments, HOA fees. They can add up faster than you can imagine. And don't forget about maintenance and repairs. From leaky faucets to damaged foundations, owning a home means being ready to spend money on unexpected issues. Section 7. The rental revolution. Amenities and affordability. The rental market has changed, everyone. Forget those old, run-down apartments with difficult landlords. Today's rentals often come with awesome amenities like swimming pools, fitness centers, and even rooftop gardens. And let's not forget about location, location, location. Renting often allows you to live in popular neighborhoods that might be too expensive if you were buying. So you can enjoy the perks of a great location without spending too much money. Section 8. Weighing your options. Factors to consider. So, is buying a house always a bad idea? Not necessarily, but it's really important to think about your options and your own situation. Ask yourself, how stable is your job? Do you see yourself living in the same place for the next 5 to 10 years? How much risk are you okay with? And most importantly, does owning a home fit with your personal goals and values? Section 9. Renting versus owning. It's not a one-size-fits-all answer. Here's the truth, everyone. There's no right or wrong answer when it comes to renting versus owning. It's all about finding what's best for you. Some people love the stability and pride of homeownership. Others love the flexibility and freedom of renting. The key is to ignore the pressure from society and make a decision based on your own needs and what you want in life. Section 10. The bottom line. Making the choice that's right for you. Buying a house can be a wonderful thing, but it's not for everyone. And that's perfectly fine. Renting has its own benefits, and it shouldn't be seen as a failure to achieve the Canadian dream. So, whether you choose to settle down or keep your options open, remember this. The most important thing is to find a place where you feel happy, secure, and free to live your best life. And that's a dream we can all agree on, right?